So a big warm welcome back to the channel, and here we are on stage 2 of our ride out in Pattaya. We're going to try and take you around the other side now. We're driving through the Darkside today, and we'll show you a little bit of a different area because we kind of got lost, which is cool because we explored. So the general idea today was that we would go back from Siamsbury's where we left off in the last video, and we'd kind of go up and away from Pattaya and try and find a way back that way and just explore a little bit because there's so much to see not very far from the centre. As you can see, a load of greenery here, and this is the quieter side of Pattaya where people come. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's in the area of Hat Yai, which is where a lot of people actually come and reside. Generally people with more money than me, I have to confess, because I can't afford those sort of houses, but still a very cool area. And there's some real little gems which in the next few weeks, months, etc., we're going to try and find a few of these gems and show you, do some reviews, and maybe get you guys sort of excited by what we see. You know, it's not just a one-trick pony, this place. It's got so many things going on for it. Look at this beautiful temple to the right here. Absolutely lovely. And while I realise not very many people go to the temple videos, there's not great views on those sort of things, they are still quite something to see. You know, it's an amazing experience just to go in and, you know, feel the reverence and the peace. It is palpable, really is. And not to state the obvious, but this is a residential development on the right. They're pretty cool. I really like these properties. They're pretty large from what I can see here. And many places when you wander around Thailand, as you come up in front of us now, is these amazing sort of arches that you go through. They're pretty cool. So if you look here to your right now, this is a brand new housing development. Yes, they all look the same, but they are just vast. I have no idea how much they cost, but wow, I really do like this architecture. I don't mind looking like the neighbour in this instance, really don't. So what the cunning plan is today is we're just kind of working our way around the top end and then kind of edging back towards Pattaya and just exploring, because I must tell you guys, if you come over and visit this place, just explore, get a bike, go out there and have a look. There's so many beautiful places to see, there really is, and they're really not far from the center. So, you know, there are alternatives to what people think Pattaya is about. There really are. As you can see here on the left, there's another market, Primo Market. There's so many markets around the area, wherever you go, where you're on the bright side or dark side or wherever, there's so many markets. A lot of them tend to be night markets. Sometimes they're evening markets, but just so much opportunity to get out and investigate and explore new places. Another residential development here on the left. It looks like a gated community, and there are quite a lot in the area of Hat Yai, which is where we are now-ish. I say ish, I'm being a bit general. I'm not 100% sure because, remember, we're lost here. Well, sort of lost. Lost with a little knowledge, shall we say. Also scattered all over the place are 7-Elevens. Wherever you go, you've got access to 7-Elevens. There's Tops, there's another supermarket that's around. Trying to think, Lotus Fresh, I think is something like that. And then there's a Big C Minis. So these are all around the same sort of brand, if you like. But 7-Eleven tends to be the go-to for most people. They kind of have everything. So here we're down the parallel road to the Darkside. Darkside area, yeah, would have been to the left, and to the right is back into Pattaya. So we're going down this way, and then we're going to find our way back to the right and show you a different route back in. is the main Sukhumvit road that we came back through to the Darkside, the other end, sort of up to the right now if you're looking. So we're going to go left and cut ourselves back into the sort of bottom end of Jomtien, or near the area of what they call Jomtien. So it's a little bit further down. You'll see as we go through now. Find a lot of people also try to live in this area as well. It is a lot quieter, but as you can see, we've sped up the footage, but I didn't want to delete it completely because as you can see, there's a lot of amenities around. You've got your 7-Elevens, you've got your restaurants, it's all there for you. This always reminds me of the Walt Disney opening. Very, very similar, isn't it? There are quite a lot of new build condos around the city and they tend to be quite expensive. What I've found is if you go for the older condos, they're bigger, square footage wise, square meterage wise, and they're cheaper. So these cost a lot more, and I mean significantly more, for a lot less space. And yeah, I'm just not so sure. Holiday? Sure. Living here? I don't think so. We actually looked at that particular one. Just too small. Lovely, but just small. So some of you may remember in the previous video when we did the bike ride around, and I'd said that if we'd gone straight off the Pattaya road that we would then end up on Jomtien second road. Well, folks, this is Jomtien second road. From this point to the left is more like Jomtien, and to the right, which is the way we're going, is more of sort of center of Jomtien, if you like. So we're going to take a run down the second road and perhaps show you around the beach side as well, and we'll pick up from there. Some of you will remember to our left here is Copacabana. We did a review on the Copacabana, and to give you some relation to where it is from the second road perspective, here it is on the left. And on the right, that's the Riviera, another complex of condominiums. Not sure on pricing there, haven't really been around to have a look. Just over to your right now is Rompo Market, a pretty good place for getting some nice freshly cooked food in the evening. Some great stuff there. There are a few is a bar complex if you wanted to enjoy that experience as well. That's kind of where it is. This is more the hubbub of Jomtien, I would suggest, that where everyone hangs around, Soi 7, Rompo Market, that kind of thing. But I wouldn't say that's the best place to be in Jomtien. Extension of the Pattaya road coming down from the other side. So we've gone left, we're heading now towards Jomtien Beach. There's quite a few decent bars along this road actually. There's shops, there's shoe shops, there's all sorts down here. There's some good eateries as well. So this is quite a cool road to be on. What they have done in Jomtien, which I'm sure many of you already know if you watch other channels, is they've made the beach road a one-way system. A concept most people don't understand because they still go two ways. It's brilliant, brilliant. Make it a one-way, but just go two ways anyway. That's the way to do it. Some great live music bars here as well, by the way. Definitely worth a visit of an evening. To your right, which we'll do on another day, is Dong Tan Beach, and we will show you that another way. Now we're going on to the main beach in Jomtien. There is a lot of construction going on around this time as they are creating parkings and so forth in conjunction with this new one-way system that hasn't been fully comprehended by some. It's a very good idea. The only criticism, if I had one, if we go down the road as we're going, it's very difficult to find a one-way system to the left. they seem to have a lot of one ways back to the right. So it's difficult to find a road you can go to the left and then find your way back, if you like, to the beach. So yeah, maybe a little bit of better planning would have been in order. But hey, that's life, right? Loads of great shops in terms of bars, eateries, coffee shops, everything down this road. It's lovely. You can sit there, look across at the beach when the construction's not there, obviously. But it really is quite a peaceful place. Even though there is traffic going down, it's still pretty cool. It's great. If you want a quieter experience, then you probably want to go down the road a lot more to what we call Jomtien. So just for some perspective, if you see the large building ahead to the left, that's the Copacabana that we've just come by on the other road, sitting on the left here. And just below that is the Jomtien night market, where you get some great food and entertainment. It's a good place to be. This beach is very nice, especially at sunset. You get some beautiful sunsets from this beach. If you want to sit on the beach, you can rent these chairs. Not 100% sure the prices yet, but as I say, this was just a ride by. We'll do a little bit more detail if we start looking at specific sections, but we just wanted to give you an idea of sort of the size of Jomtien. This is, although it's classed as Pattaya, it just isn't Pattaya city, it's Jomtien. Much calmer, not so mad of, party, but you can still have a good night out, without a doubt. And as I mentioned before, this is Jomtien Night Market. Great place for some good food, from Thai to Western to everything, it's all there. And as you can see there, Copacabana. Thought best if we don't go all the way down to the end of Beach Road, but you can continue. We're going to take you to show you the loop, if you like. We've just taken a left here, and this will lead us back to Jomtien Second Road. So it's kind of a massive square that you can go in, just so you get a concept of what it's, this sort of, I suppose, the geography of the place and what's around. Back onto Jomtien Second Road. We're going to skip through this in a bit of speed just so you see, but you get the idea that you can go around very, very easily. As you can see, the traffic isn't terrible, not so hard to get around. Here we're going to take you down the Dongten Beach, which we passed up the last time round. So you turn right at the end of this road. This is definitely a more private, personal beach. It's very busy at the moment. It's surprising that it's low season, but it's just something lovely about it. Very, very kind of chilled, a lot of trees around. And the further down you go, it becomes a little bit quieter, I guess. More kind of families. This little section here is a little bit more touristy, but as we move down to the further end, as you'll see in a moment, it just becomes just a nice chill beach. I love to go down there and just watch the sunset from time to time. Definitely worth having a go. Beach and the beginning of Pratamnak. So that's kind of giving you a full circle all the way around from Pratamnak all the way round it to Jomtien, round Jomtien Beach and up to Pratamnak. We'll take a quick run up the road for you just so you can see. This is now Soi 5, Pratamnak Hill, Soi 5. This is where all your restaurants are, your bars, your entertainment, your pharmacy, your shops, that kind of thing. So we'll give you a little run up and down just so you get a concept of where we are in relation to everything. This kind of is pretty much in the middle between Jomtien and Pattaya. So the top end is a lot quieter than the bottom. It's mainly residential, condos, that kind of thing. So we whiz through this fairly fast. There is a couple of bars on the way. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's Pratamnak in a nutshell. We hope you've enjoyed this. And honestly, we've tried our very best to give you a bit of a run around where we are and what things are about. But if you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the comments. Thanks so much for all your subscriptions. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. We're really loving having you guys on board, and we're really loving making this content, and we want to keep doing it. So please continue to support us, and thanks again. Have a wonderful day.